Today on Drawbli, Abby is drawing
The beach.
The beach.
Let's go to the beach. Let's go to the beach.
Click that subscribe button if you're new around here.
And comment below with other ideas of what we can draw and improve. As
Abby,
artists.
your beach, it's so blurry. What's going on?
Okay, well, here's what was happening. So you came into the kitchen and I was like, Ben, we're supposed to paint beaches and it's really hard and I don't know how to do it.
This
and
is a very accurate
picture
reenactment.
Is so detailed. And you said, Abby, it's okay. And you came and you put your arm around me and you said, look, just blur your reference photo and then just draw the blurry parts and gradually unblur it and draw a little more detail and a little more detail.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a lifesaver. I was suddenly able to try because before with a full resolution image, I could not even begin to approach it.
No?
Yeah. And I realized that's always been a hang up for me for environments. They're so intimidating in their complexity. But with this ProStrat, I too can be an environment artist.
Well, the thing about this ProStrat is that I just forced you to do the thing that you're supposed to do when working on something in the beginning stages, which is just kind of slightly blur your eyes a little bit, like, slightly cross your eyes, just to make something look blurry.
Yeah.
It's the general idea, and this just like forces it for you.
It's true. It's true.
It's true. And it looks like it worked out for you. I mean, your beach already looks amazing.
Yeah, I was able to really relax on the beach. And I even got to listen to my book while I drew, which normally I'm so focused I can't. But because of the blurring, I could just
beach,
kind of
you could relax
just
and
chill.
I like
and
it.
I listened to my book, which is phenomenal, the Murderbot Diaries.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I love
my goodness.
your book. Excuse
Well, who's
you.
farther in the series, you or me?
That's not fair
We
because...
both heard about the books from Harrison at improv class.
That is not fair because you didn't read this book. I did, and then you do.
And
what
then I read it too.
You did what you do with everything, which is you're like, oh, you discover a new show. I'm like, how's the show? Like, how was the first episode? And you're like, oh no, I watched the entire thing.
That's not true.
It is true. I'm like, oh, how was the first book? And you're like, I'm on the fourth book. And
This
I'm like,
is actually accurate for Murderbot as we speak. I am on the fourth book.
it's accurate for literally everything. This is why when we're watching something, if something's, a show or something, I'm like, no, we are going to stop here after one episode, Abby. We're going to save it. We're not going to watch 10 episodes at once.
I don't know. I think it can be fun to binge things.
I mean, it can be fun to do that, but you gotta let things last,
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
You can't just, you gotta savor it.
And in a couple
Can't
weeks
kill
from
it.
now, when you're still listening to the Murderbot Diaries and I have exhausted all of that media,
You're gonna be just wanting to talk to me about
so
it.
sad.
You need more Murderbot. I'm like,
Yeah.
you should have made it last.
I should have, but at the same time, no, absolutely not.
Ooh, it's like what we learned about habits recently.
Oh!
Which is one thing of many things that we learned about habitualization, which is that the anticipation of something is more rewarding than actually receiving a thing.
I'm always excited to make coffee or go get coffee.
Your brain releases more of a dopamine spike when you are anticipating drinking coffee rather than actually drinking coffee. That's insane.
I know.
That's
Isn't that so interesting?
Absolutely crazy. Like you're at the grocery store and you see that candy bar at checkout and you're like, ooh, that sounds so good. Big dopamine spike. You buy it, you eat it, not quite as big. It's like 75% or half the size or something. It's like a lot less. It's crazy how that works. But we've been getting into habits lately, haven't we? Atomic habits.
Yes. So Ben found this YouTube video that was like 30 minutes as a summary of the book Atomic Habits.
Which I would highly recommend watching, and also I'll link to the video down below, or we will link to the video down below. And also, the book is definitely, I think, worth reading, even though I have not read it.
We'll have to borrow it from our friends who have it.
Yes.
So the book is all about how instead of setting goals, try building habits. It goes into a lot of detail on why this is a good thing compared to having goals set for yourself. But I think we can all appreciate the value of good habits and the detriment of bad habits. And this book is all about the study of how to build better habits into your life and maintain them.
And also get rid of bad habits.
Yeah. Whether it's small or large. For example, like for me, a bad habit I'd love to get rid of is like scrolling through feeds on my phone.
Social media is like one of the biggest habits that like people want to quell.
Yes, but we've all been conditioned for that dopamine of like you reach for the phone and your phone's always there and you scroll through something. TikTok, Instagram, Reddit, Facebook, what have you, Twitter. I don't have Twitter. Twitter's never been my touch, but all of the other ones have been.
It is genuinely for the best.
Yeah, and so I haven't actually approached this bad habit yet, but we have looked at enforcing good habits, like my first habit that I'm demoing with is drawing every day.
What?
Yeah.
You mean you don't draw every day?
Not every day. Not every day at all. But I would like to try to draw every day. And so for the past 3 days, I have.
Nice.
Thanks.
Yeah, there's, I've always thought that goals personally are kind of useless, and I've always been more about the habit practice of or the practice of doing something repeatedly.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of issues with like goals, especially like big lofty goals.
Mm-hmm.
And I also have problems with small goals because after you reach them, it's like, now what?
Mm-hmm.
Time to make another one, I guess, or just revert back to where you were. Which is why I really, really enjoyed a lot of the systems and ideas with this book.
And the other big science YouTube channel,
Kurzgesagt,
put out their own habit video, and they published habit tracking journals complete with like training on how to build habits.
Which I got us.
Ben got us too, and I was so excited waiting for them to get here. And they're here, and they're fun, and they're beautiful, and
they're really nice, like really high quality products.
I like how, for the first part of the book, it was like, okay, pick a habit that you want to start. Just one's good. And I picked a habit and I wrote it down. And I was like, okay, good, here we go. And I looked over at you and I was like, Ben, what's your habit that you're starting with? And you're like, I have 6 of them. I was like, oh my God.
Oh no.
I hope that goes out well for you, buddy. But it's been going great. You have done great every day, so that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm utilizing one system of many, which is called habit stacking, which is a really cool idea. It's you take something that you already do, for instance, brushing your teeth every day. I hope everybody brushes their teeth every day. But after you brush your teeth, let's say that's the time that you draw, for instance. Then you start associating brushing your teeth with drawing, and then you start thinking about it. Whenever you grab your toothbrush and you brush your teeth, you start to say, oh, well, after this I'm gonna go draw. And then it just like really starts to ingrain in your brain faster than if you weren't associating it with a habit that you already have. It's very cool. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting science around forming habits, and a lot of really exciting stuff. Like I said, we definitely check it out. But something I need to check out is this painting, because this is looking awesome.
Oh, thank you.
I don't know if this is at the point where I saw this yet or not, where I was like, oh, you could call this done. But apparently you worked on this more from the point where I saw it. So I'm excited to see how much more you did to it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think this is the last 10 minutes I was working on it here. And I didn't do too much to it. Yeah, I think from here, I went ahead and resized shortly thereafter. Oh yeah, I want to make it more
I like what
sunny.
you're doing.
Thank you. More sunsetty,
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, but I really liked your strategy of the blurring, because other than that, I could never have even begun to approach something like this to get started on it, because it was a really intimidating picture to me.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, everything is really intimidating at first, but by breaking it down into big, medium, and small, you can make it a lot more manageable. And blurring your reference is a great way to force you to do that. You can't make details because you literally can't see them. So if that's something you struggle with, give that a try.
Yeah, definitely.
And your beach looks amazing.
Well,
oh my God, that looks so good.
Thanks.
That looks honestly so good. Like, we are gonna print this out
Oh
and
my
put this
gosh.
on not just the fridge, but on our wall.
Oh my goodness.
This is going above the couch.
That's above the couch. That's a sacred spot.
A sacred empty
Where we
spot
will
that's
not
gonna
do
have
any art because no art is good enough, although it
no art is
desperately
big
needs
enough
art.
is the problem.
Ah, that's more.
But
I like it.
this can go there.
Okay.
Ooh, 2 beaches. Ooh. Well, we have to wait for my beach.
Oh, I can't wait to see yours. Yours is so good. I caught a
It's-
glimpse of it.
It's not. It's not nearly as good as this.
I beg
But
to
if you
differ.
want to see my beach, it's going to be in the next video. So
It's gonna be even better.
so
than
you
this
should.
beach.
So
I saw
you should.
It, I know.
No. so click that subscribe button.
And comment below with other ideas of what we can do to improve.
And this is the part where we say
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Your beach is better than my beach. Okay.
I doubt it.
I will fight you over this.
We should go to a beach.
We should go to a beach
That'd be nice. If we're gonna exist in the hot weather, we may as well be at a beach.
in this 120-degree weather. Yes, that would be nice.